It is 4 minutes past 10 here, live on YouTube. Welcome one and all to the Everything GM broadcast with me. It is time to begin another tabletop stream. And what we have in store today, I'm going to warm us up with a little bit of Reddit stories. Maybe I'll just do one that I'm interested in. We can look at that together. And then once that's done, it's time for a D&D monster draft pick. So get ready for that. If you want to participate in it, I believe I already have 3 people willing to participate. I'm just waiting for them to show up. I think that Taters is here already. And I believe Alfred also showed interest in, maybe Aracheezy as well, but I don't know if she's here yet. So we'll wait. But for now, please make sure that you are hydrated, that you have a drink in your hand. Please be nice to yourself. And sit back and relax. Enjoy. Welcome to the stream. It's 5 minutes past 10 now. My voice is getting better. It's getting there. It's not perfect. It's not ideal. But it's not as, I actually feel like I could, look at the range. The range of my voice now is, way better than it used to be. So I feel like I'm almost there. Just a little bit more, a little bit of congestion, and then, yeah. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay so far. I have to tell you about a dream that I had. I will in a second. Finishing up playing Destiny with Miss A. Is that what you call it now? Is it not folding laundry anymore? Alright, fair enough. Taters, I won't be reading self-deprecation. Thank you. You can keep that to yourself. Would the actual game, you pervert? I mean, I don't know. Yes, rules for me and not for thee. That's how it works. That's how it works. No, I actually don't do it that often, do I? It's just a very casual, oh, that was just me, I'm just being dumb, just a tiny little random comment for something small. I don't know if Yeah, I've been getting better. I've been getting better at it. Let this be a lesson to all of you. It's good to get out of those sorts of habits. I learned it from my mother, mainly, who's very, very good at self-deprecating language. But then, when I watched it, I would get very irritated as well. When I was, I would watch her, I would listen to her play a word game. And when she got a word wrong, she would literally insult herself into getting it right. It would be you are such a useless trash pile that you can't get this. And I'm like, Mom, that's gross. And I don't think she really understood the effect that it was having on her and the people around her. And then I started doing it without even realizing it. I started when I get angry with myself for maybe a game is too difficult. I think specifically this one. When a game is too difficult and I'm not getting it, and or maybe I am getting it, but the game isn't responding in the way that I want. I so often, I just get so angry with myself, just as this, there's this core rage, you know? It's pretty awful. It's pretty awful. I try work on it. Mostly, I'm fine. 90% now. It's actually okay. I just stay away from certain games that bring that out in me. So, for those of you who would like... Oh, hello. Let me say hi to Taters. Hello, Taters. Oh, no, Taters is dead.
There I am.
Oh, no, they're back. Okay. Hi.
Hello. I forgot I muted on the thing and my headset and not just my headset like I normally do.
Double muted? Why double muted? What's the occasion?
Because the last time I joined, I was having that issue where my headset wasn't the only thing taking, like, it wasn't the only mic that was working. So because I didn't really have a way to know if that was happening, I didn't want to do that and then have, like, some obnoxious, like, coughing fit or something be how I was introduced on the stream.
Fair.
So I was trying to be nice.
Fair.
Then I was just silly and forgot.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
All right.
I was literally typing. I was saying, like, you used to do it a lot more in the, like, early few streams that I joined. In fact, one of the first few interactions that I remember having in your comment section was you had said something like, "Oh, I'm such an idiot. I can't believe I didn't know that," or something.
Yeah,
and I was
that.
like, "Oh, you're not an idiot. You just didn't know. People are allowed to not know things." And you were like, No. I'm not. I don't hate myself. And you were, like, really defensive, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to start something because I didn't know you yet." So I was like,
I didn't expect someone who was so new to be, like, upfront like that. It was quite refreshing. I enjoyed it. Now I'm much better at that.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh no, I hope I didn't offend him. I was just trying to, like, hey, we didn't think you were dumb, like, like." And I was like, because I didn't know if you were, like, being really serious or, like, if you were upset or offended or what. Because I was really new to the stream. But no, you don't do it as much as you used to, for sure. I noticed, like, go ahead.
No, go. Finish your thought.
I was just gonna say, I noticed, like, the last couple games where you were getting frustrated with yourself, I did see you, like, changing your language or choosing to, like, okay, well, I'm just gonna move on and I'm gonna do something else and go back to this.
Yeah, I tried to do that. Yeah.
Instead of like just being really hard on yourself.
I don't stream the games that bring that out of me. Trust me, you would not. It wouldn't be fun. It wouldn't be good. It would be like it would be pity watching. It'd be like, oh man, I'm watching this man, like, completely debase himself. Why? What's the purpose of this?
What was the one game that I watched you do, and it was just you and I in voice chat, and it was like, oh man, it was like a super, super old game, and you're like, just got your A handed to you, like, hard by, like, trolls or something.
Oh, it was Gothic 3. It was Gothic 3. Yeah.
That's the one.
It was ogres.
Yeah, that one was brutal to watch.
Yeah. That's one of the... Gothic 3 was one of the games that really brought that out of me, because the mechanics, the game mechanics are not well designed. And so no matter how good you are as a person, like, who plays games, you're still gonna get, like, completely wrecked most of the time if your timing is not, like, absolutely perfect. I can't imagine how casual players played Gothic 3, because, like, it's insane. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, it looked crazy.
That game did it to me. I had one moment in Outlaws where I had like 3 glitches in a row, and it just triggered me completely. Like, I was just so pissed. And then, but I got over it. I focus on the positive, and you move on. I think one of the things that I'm really have become much better at doing is acknowledging my feelings out loud when I say, like, this really pisses me off, instead of just kind of letting it sit there. I really have started to embrace announcing my feelings to myself or to people around me if I feel a certain way. I think that helps a lot in accepting the fact that the feeling is here, rather than, like, trying to deny it in some way.
For sure. Like, definitely acknowledging it is, like, half of the battle, because if you've acknowledged that it's the game upsetting you, then it's a lot harder to turn around and be like, because I'm an idiot. No, it's the game did the thing, right? Like, it definitely changes, like, the way you can talk about it, because you'll catch yourself being like, I'm terrible. Oh wait, no, I just said it was the game. That doesn't make any sense. And, like, your brain will do that, I like that.
The other game that got me recently was Kingdom Come, actually. I love Kingdom Come, but in the beginning of the game, you are And the game mechanics specifically are like they make you do this. They force you into being a peasant who can't like half swing a sword. And no matter how good you are with the game mechanics, the ceiling is incredibly low at the beginning. Like, you are completely useless because you're supposed to be. You're a peasant. Like, that's the character that you play.
Right.
And slowly as you level, the game raises the ceiling so that it until it finally matches the skill or the abilities of the person who's actually playing the game rather than the character themselves. But when you start the game, the character's not as good as you are. Like, you are better at timing the sword parries and deflects than the character is at actually doing it, and therefore you will lose more than your. Yeah, it's incredibly frustrating, and it's quite punishing as well. If you're not fully prepared for that, you feel really punished until you start evolving, and then you're like, wait, I'm actually a god. I just needed to wait a little while, and it's really, really interesting. I really make sure that everyone who plays that game is well prepared in the beginning, like well prepared, because I put myself over the coals. There was this fight that I got locked into that I was like, I will not get up from my chair until I finish this fight, and it took me like hours, but I did it, and I was like, this is insane. The other, but you know this, you had an idea. It was the fucking Spawn of Bogdo fight in Jedi Survivor.
Yep.
That was it. That got me
brutal.
as well. That definitely got me.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first kind of the first instance of this sort of feeling that I remember getting was when I was much younger. I used to play games with like one of my best friends at the time in high school. I would go over to his place, and I would bring my computer, like my PC, the tower and everything. We would just like load everything up and bring it over.
LAN parties.
It was great. Oh, yeah. We would do that for like a whole weekend.
I was just talking about this with Beans.
Awesome. Yeah. Helen didn't know what a LAN party was. I had to explain it to her the other day. It was quite interesting. So yeah,
I've never been to one. Beans used to have friends that they used to do that all the time.
They're so good. They're so good. They wreck you, but they're so good. Anyway, yeah. I would take my PC to my friends. We'd just play for the weekend, and one of the things we'd often do was we'd play like classic Call of Duty World at War, like the Call of Duty 5.
Oh yeah.
And that was the first game that had Nazi zombies as a game mode.
Yeah.
And the very first one I think is the best. It's the most simplistic. It's easy to follow. It's just fun, and it's super arcadey, and I really like it. And we used to play that a lot. But then also, you can play the regular, like, multiplayer Call of Duty World at War. And you can play hardcore mode, which is like one shot to the vitals and you're down. Like, you're dead.
Yeah.
Which is how it usually is in real life. And we wanted to, we liked the challenge.
Weird.
And so we would play on hardcore mode, just like 1v1s. We would just, like, play very casually.
Yeah.
And it wasn't casual to me. Like, I couldn't... He was having a great time because he's much better than I am, but I was not as good, and so I would get my ass handed to me all the time, like constantly, and it became it became this complete obsession with like how I wasn't able to do this just because he had so many more hours on the game than I did, and that I think
I had sort of experience.
Oh yeah, with what game?
I'm gonna age myself here. Do you remember the
OG
James
RuneScape
Bond?
or something? Oh, GoldenEye.
Yeah. Way back when that first came out.
Yeah. I played a couple of those. Yeah.
So we didn't have a console at all at that point, and my cousins had. They had a console. They had a bunch of games, but that was like one of the ones that they would always want to play when we were over.
Yeah.
And I was terrible at it. And they would, like, I mean, to be fair, this was something that happened outside of video games as well, but they would gang up on me so that they would always win. And I would just always feel shitty. And I remember winning a few times and then being so excited and happy. And they were like, so? Like, you know, when you've worked so hard to, like, accomplish something and you're like, yes, I did it. I won. I actually won. And they're like, yeah, so? Like, oh, okay, cool. It's only cool when you do it. Awesome.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that's how it felt for me. Like, they had such an easy time comparatively because they played all the time.
Yeah.
And I just was not. Nowadays, like, I know I'm not good at video games because I don't play them. Like, I just don't play video games anymore, hardly ever. And when I do, it's something silly like, you know, Stardew or Dreamland Valley or whatever, like, where that's not, you don't need hand-eye coordination. You don't need to remember how the, you know, controller works, right? So when I play other games, I'm okay with being bad at them now as, you know, a grown adult who's worked on themselves for the last 20 years. But I know, like, sometimes I'll say things like, I'm just so bad at this, or like, I can't do this, or whatever. And people that I play with are like, no, like, you're fine. Like, you're good. And it's like, no, like, I'm okay with being bad. I know I'm bad. I'm comically bad. It's okay.
It's because it's not like
me being down on myself.
Yeah. But it comes across like that. I can definitely... Yeah,
sometimes, for sure, yeah. And, like, Go ahead.
Yes.
You were saying.
I had.
I think we're saying the same thing.
Yeah. I think I've had various moments where I've realized that saying you're bad is not. It kind of depends on the crowd that you're around, but it's all part of this big deconstruction as to whether being bad or good is something even worth saying anymore. You know. Like whether, and I think that's something that I have really tried to deprogram in myself and in the people around me, and I try to stray away from whether you are good or bad at something at all. I think it's completely unproductive to even bring it up. Not that I try and suppress it, but like, I think it's okay to be bad or good at something, and if you are good or bad at something, I will praise that. If I see it, but more often than not, I'm praising the enjoyment, I'm praising the work that people put in, I'm praising the things that really matter, the things that really are productive to praise, you know. So, and when I look back on things that are...
kids too.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, they'll learn it more easily than a regular adult will. Like Alfred said, you with your friend, because they're so much better than you. Like, I look back on those moments with my friend as motivation to change something, because I was like, I don't really like that feeling. How do I get rid of that? And it started. It's now evolved into a place where I no longer worry about whether I try not to worry about whether I am good or bad at something, or the people around me are good or bad at something, because it's important to hold others to those same standards as well. If you're going to be, so I don't even think of being good or bad as a criterion anymore. You know.
I think a lot of people are really encouraging of their friends when, like, they're quote unquote bad at something, like, oh, it's okay, you're new at this, you're just getting it, like, whatever. But I think it's also important to remember that if you're gonna have like the it's okay attitude, where it's just, it is okay, it's fine, it's good, it's like neutral, right?
Yeah. If it's okay, it's
you're
not
like,
reassuring.
It's you're so bad, like, you know what I mean? But if it's neutral, then you can also be neutral about them being good at it. You can just be like, oh yeah, it's okay, good, yeah, awesome. You don't have to be like, because I find a lot of times when people like are really excited that somebody else is good at something, great, awesome. But the problem is when they turn around and then they're down on themselves about it, whether it's externally or internally, where they're like, you're so good at drawing, I'm terrible, you know? Or like people say that kind of stuff to me all the time, where they're like, oh, you're really good at this thing, and it's like, well, yeah, I mean, I spent 20 years working on that, you know, like, whatever. And they're like, I could never do that. Like, well, if you spent 20 years working on it, you probably could, right?
You would be able to do that, yeah.
You know, and like, I find that that's where the thing is like, if somebody can be happy for somebody else, they don't also have to be hard on themselves about it, right?
Yeah.
They can still be neutral for you.
We take a lot of excuses to do that, I think. When we don't, you sort of mask a compliment as, or you mask an insult as a compliment. An insult to yourself as a compliment to someone else. It's very interesting.
Yeah. And like, I don't need to have my worth be weighed against somebody else.
So, well, So that's why I actually wonder if that moment that those series of moments that I felt was not the beginning of me undoing my value that I've placed behind the concept of competition at all, which I just don't. I don't place any value in competition at all, ever anymore. Like, it's not important to me at all I no longer care about it, and it is, in fact, in my opinion, it's a complete waste of time. I don't think it adds as much, like the harm that it causes is it far outweighs any kind of benefits you could take from it, in my opinion. Just the concept of it. Like, I've seen the worst of what competition does to real people, like in real life. I'm in the Korean education system, and it's awful. It's absolutely awful. It completely turns you into just an awful version of yourself. So yeah, not a fan.
Yeah, it really takes a toll on people's mental and sometimes physical health.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Anyway.
But I also, on the same kind of note, like, I've been really trying to teach my kids to be bad at things. Like,
oh, yeah. Yeah.
To
Being
acknowledge
okay with being bad,
and live in the I'm bad at this. Because I never was taught how to be bad at things. I was the gifted, good at everything kid, you know, like, I danced at a really high level from the time that I was a young child. You know, the way that the competitions that I was in dancing were done were you weren't competing against other people. You were graded on the work that you did, which I really valued even at that point as a child, where it wasn't like, I'm better than you. It was, I got 99% on my, performance, right? They were grading your performance, which I found really great. But I was still getting gold medals, so I was good. You know what I mean? Like, I still subconsciously was logging that as like, I'm good at this thing. And I was good at everything until I hit like grade 8. And 13, 14, 15 is already rough years, especially for femme folks who are not diagnosed and probably should have been. Because then you're like starting that puberty, which affects ADHD and stuff like that. So like, it was a bad time. And then that was the first year that I was ever bad at anything. I was bad at school, and I was bad at dance because I had like I had an injury for like the first 6 months out of the 9-month dance year, and like I was bad for the first time, and I didn't know how to handle it. And I continued to not know how to handle it even into growing and being an adult. And I now wish that I had learned that at elementary years. So now when the kids, they're finding, they're really good at, and then I find things purposely that are new that they've never encountered before. Like, okay, if you're going to be really good at math, we're going to start crocheting. If you're going to be really good at, writing and reading, then we're gonna pick up some interesting math concepts, like just something to challenge them so they can learn to live in being bad and not take that on as, I'm bad. I'm not a bad person because I'm bad at something. So
it's good to do it with kids, because it's a little late for us. We've already learned the patterns, so that we have to unlearn now. So with us, it's just like patching up what has already been done with like extra stuff and deprogramming and things. But for a lot of the things, it's too late for us. Like we've already done the thing. All that we can do is fix what has been done. But with kids, you can start fresh. You can like do something new. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I acknowledge that with them because I think that's important as well.
I was told that there was interest in doing a D&D draft, but Alfred is not here, and neither is Aracheesy. So clearly there's not that much interest. Clearly. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Alfred is going to jump in as soon as he hears that on the stream. I will, in the meantime, I'm going to do I found a story that I think might be interesting on Reddit, which I will look at now.
Oh, look who it is.
We shall do together.
Right.
Oh, wow. See? Told you. I told you.
I had to get the cats. And you're not supposed to be eating way over here. I'm sorry, kitties. They're so confused.
Why are they confused?
Okay, cool. Because It's wet food night, but I put their wet food in the wrong spot. So I moved it, and they were like, "Why did you
Oh
move it?"
no. Are you feeling sick, sir?
I told you the other day I was congested.
Yeah. I remember. You are still that way, clearly. Is it go to the doctor level, or are you just eating it?
No, I'm past it. I'm already past it. I just gotta deal with congestion.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Well, I have a story here that while we warm up for... And by the way, it's Challenge Rating 2 today, is the draft.
I'm gonna need links.
So while we wait for this, I mean, you just need the D&D monster link. It's fine. I'll put that on and that on.
Are we prepping in advance while you read? Or are we
No.
going in blind? So I shouldn't open the link right now?
Why are you... Wait, no, wrong link. Hang on. There, that link. No, why would you do that? I only have 15 minutes. We're gonna give each other like 10 minutes or whatever to pick something.
You're a long-time D&D playing DM guy. So...
I haven't played D&D in possibly 2-3 years, maybe. So I think I'm at the same position. Anyway, feel free to cheat if you want to. I'm gonna read a Reddit story.
Oh, okay. Well, you gave me permission.
I'm warming us up with a little bit of good old-fashioned tabletop advice, and then we'll go into the draft, which is the main thing of the stream. This is something interesting, because the question is, was I wrong to kill my party member? And it sparks... I don't know what the story's about, but it's sparking interesting questions about killing players as a GM. So yeah, one of my fellow players started the game with... Wait. Oh no. Oh, this is a player killing another player's character. This is not a GM doing a... Ooh, okay. This is very different. Here we go. One of my fellow players started the game with 2 characters, a dwarf barbarian and a reborn necromancer wizard. Halfway through, however, the wizard's memories returned to him and he decided to leave us so he could return to his kingdom. Okay. In today's session, he returned with a small army and attacked the party inside an abandoned dwarf stronghold, claiming he was taking revenge. The player was even controlling, role-playing, and rolling for his old wizard, but now he's being positioned as the villain. Then the wizard chased my character under a stone platform. It was 10 feet thick, held up by stone pillars. I used an AoE spell to destroy the pillars, dropping the thick stone platform and instantly crushing him to death. I was expecting the party to be excited by this cool kill, but instead the room just went silent and I started to feel like I did something wrong. We just moved on though, continuing to fight the wizard's army. The wizard's player was moping for the rest of the session, and I tried to make it up to him by buffing his barbarian throughout the fight, but I still felt really bad. There's no talking, by the way. No one's talked above table. No one's admitting feelings above table so far. I don't understand what I did wrong. The party never discussed anything about bring him in alive or don't destroy the body. Hell, I thought that since he was an undead necromancer, he could easily come back after being crushed. His old character became the boss fight, so I killed him. I thought that's what I was supposed to do. I haven't talked about it with the party yet because I'm scared they'll be upset. Can you explain what I missed? You've missed the fact that you haven't talked to the party yet. Not, like, there's a lot of information here that you're leaving out, and look, it sounds like an event that was planned was not communicated effectively above table to all the players, and therefore the players did what players do, or in this case, a single player did what a player does, and the dice went against the favor of the planned encounter, and someone died. That's how it works. That's how it's supposed to go. But because you didn't inform the player that you didn't want it to go that way, now this has happened. So once again, I find a frustrating level of no communication. Again, as if I am a broken record, constantly asking people to just explain their feelings when something's gone wrong. It can be literally as easy, I know it's scary, it can be so easy as, damn, that wasn't how I expected that to go. And that's it, that's enough. then that started a conversation. You can say like, wait, what happened? What do you mean? How did you expect it to go? And they can go, well, I was expecting this, and this is how and this is a little disappointing for me. And I know that that was a really cool kill, but this is how I wanted it to go. Like, you can frame it like that. There are ways to talk about it that's not like there are ways to talk about it that's not like going to be awkward or upset people. You can say, hey, I really think that was cool what you did, but it's disappointing because I wanted to do something else. In my mind, I may be placing my own assumptions on this, but when a player comes back as another villain, they expect that villain to have a shining moment where they win, quote unquote. Like they get to play this cool villain, they get a chance to be the mini GM, and they get to, like, you know, stomp the players a little bit. That, like, that's pretty adversarial to me. Like, I used to be like that. And I didn't, when I look back on it, I didn't really enjoy, I don't really enjoy that kind of thing anymore. It feels a little too, it feels a little too iffy for me. There are a lot of negative feelings that I feel around that moment, that character that I played. And I really think it could have been played better, and I think that this could be played better as well. If you want a moment where you want a character to shine, the easiest way you can get that done is by telling your players you want the character to shine. Then guess what they do? They'll say, oh, cool, that sounds fun, and then they'll do it. If you just fucking tell them. I don't think that it was on you being the OP to not kill someone that is being positioned as a villain if there was nothing communicated to you. If there was something communicated to you, then of course that's something that you can then talk about. But the fact that, like, for example, the room went silent and we just moved on, and I'm like, what? No, this is the perfect moment to come above table and go, what's wrong? Like, it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
None of that happened, which is your biggest, that's honestly your only mistake here. That's the only reason that you're feeling like this. It's the only reason you don't know what's going on, and it's the only reason that anyone is feeling bad about this, because you're not communicating. That's it.
Yeah. Also, I was gonna say, like, I mean, it feels very like main character energy to be a bad guy and then not expect the party to do something.
Yeah, why wouldn't they do it? Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I will say,
You positioned yourself against a group, and then you were surprised that the group fought against you.
Yeah, very
but
weird.
The fact that the person felt like they couldn't say anything when the room fell silent says a lot about the dynamic of this group, to me.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. All right, let's see if they're more perceptive in the comments. May I ask where the DM is? Yeah, go on, Alfred.
oh, when you said that when a player has one of their characters come back as the villain and they expect a shining like a shining moment of glory or whatever, my brain auto-filled in everything after shining as death.
Yeah,
Because
that's the
just how
first thing I
think about
thought.
it.
Oh yeah.
Like if I'm
I was gonna come in as the villain.
back as the villain,
If
I want to
Yeah.
die.
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, that might be what you want, but a lot of players would want like to stomp their fellow party members and just kind of win as the villain. A lot of people have villain fantasies. The realistic thing is,
Yeah,
and
that's
I have learned this thoroughly as a GM with a party of top level player characters who stomp almost everything. I've learned to lean into that, and I have learned that if I place a bad guy in front of my players, I need to be fully expecting them to die, and their escape is going to be very unlikely if they are in front of the party members, like personally. So, because that's what they do, they fight and then they win, and that's fine. Like sometimes they lose in other ways. There are other ways to challenge a party that's really powerful, but But you learn that if you're going to put a villain in front of a group of guys, a group of characters, they're going to try and kill them. And if they're successful, you have to be okay with that. You can't just like Like it's a dice game, you know? Sometimes the dice don't go in your favor.
But I don't know. I just feel like if you want to be the one that wins in a PvP situation, then like you're playing the wrong game.
Yeah, you're definitely playing the wrong game.
In my brain.
Because the
like,
dice
that's not how D&D is set up.
The dice don't pick sides. PvP is a completely... PvP during a dice game is a completely luck-based scenario. There is a little bit of strategy involved, but if the dice don't go your way, they don't go your way. There's not some malevolent force controlling dice, all right? That's not how it works. It's fun to have superstitions and be like,
just
wow, this dice goes to jail because it's rolling bad. Like, that's not how it works. It's all pure luck. And you have to know that.
To think one player is going to take on a group. To have one player think they're going to take on a group and win because they want to be like the big bad. Like, you're playing the wrong game. Go play a video game.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, or write a book. Thank you.
Or tell your players that you want to do this, and if they're down with it, then you can have it. That's great. Then you can tell a story like that. If that's the kind of story they want to tell, then that's awesome. Because then they all know what they're going into, and no one's going to get upset. That's the best way to avoid bad feelings with any of these situations.
Everyone else better also have a turn.
Yeah, of course.
If they want it, you know?
Yeah. Yes. Comments. May I ask where the DM is in all of this? Yeah, that's a good question. Why is a player at the table suddenly running the entire scenario, both villain and one of the PCs? Why is the DM allowing this? What is the DM's intent for the scenario? Because I personally just can't see any way this would turn out good. Definitely time for an above-the-table talk with absolutely everyone, DM included. We aren't going to be able to tell you what you've missed if you don't know. We only know what you can tell us. You have to get that information from them and then figure out why it wasn't clearly communicated to you what was going on, or if you missed it at some point. 100%. I have no notes. This is absolutely true. Including the fact about how this scenario, like, I can't see any way this would turn out good. Yeah, the way that it's been described, it seems like it was doomed to fail from the start. As the DM of my group, no way would I let anything like this happen without talking to the players, so we know what to expect and to make sure everyone is okay with it. Even if it was just a one-on-one with me and each player, if there were some details we didn't want everyone to know immediately going into it, which would prevent full party discussion. The DM is a newbie. We used to communicate a lot, but not much anymore. Like, why? Why? Do you think that it's okay to communicate first, and then once you have your stride, you just can't communicate anymore? No, it's maintenance. It's constant effort, constant maintenance.
Do you know how many groups I have joined that was the mentality, and then when I continued to try and communicate, the whole thing just was like, it fell apart.
Communication is not a fire and forget. It is constant maintenance. You have to constantly do it. And if you think, wow, that sounds tiring, then you're not doing it right. It's not supposed to be tiring. Sometimes it can be, sure, but then you know that you're over talking, and there is such a thing as over communicating. But learn healthy communication, please. I beg.
Yeah.
I can see allowing PvP as a rookie mistake. Generally, when a character turns to the bad guys, they become a DM NPC for exactly these sorts of reasons. Not letting a player take the DM's role, not creating conflict interest with the player, not causing hurt feelings between players, etc. Definitely time to reopen the communication lines. It's the only way to find out this happens. So for me, yes, I don't think it's always a mistake. I think it can be done well, but as long as it's not a shock to everyone, then everyone needs to be aware of it as a possibility. Everyone needs to be okay with it first, because then you know they're not going to have bad feelings about it. I would never suddenly turn someone on the party if they were not fully aware of that possibility. Like, fully aware.
Yeah. 100%.
And they were. They were fully aware, and it was okay. And when I did it, it was very effective, because they knew what was happening. I didn't explain to them. I still wanted it to be a surprise. So I didn't explain to them, like, right before the session, this is going to happen. But through the weeks leading up to it, I was like, I started, like, hinting, you know, this could be a possibility, things like that. You know, it could work out like this. Like, Kane, the character in question, has this thing, and, like, you know, he could... he's got this. I had foreshadowed it already in game as well. They had already seen what it could do. So when the full turn happened, they were okay with it because they knew that it was a possibility. They knew that it was happening. And it was great. It was very effective. Because we communicated about it.
Everyone was informed. There was informed decisions and consent. Yeah.
So it's not always a rookie mistake to have PvP, quote unquote.
Right
it's
back.
just not PvP in a tabletop game, because PvP implies that you're not fully aware of what's going on. You're still collaboratively storytelling. That's the point. This sounds like a good time to have a conversation with the table, especially the DM in this case. I think this would be a really good learning experience for a new DM, especially since they opened up the opportunity for a player to play the villain aside from the rest of the party and seem to have set it up to look like killing this character was the right way to get through to the encounter. This sounds like a case of opening communication and figuring out instead of everyone being in the wrong. Yep, I mean, yeah, this is very easy. Very easily fixed, honestly. It's weird they were playing two characters at the same time. Yeah, I would say weird in terms of like the true definition of the word, which is unusual. Like, I don't usually... Playing two characters at the same time is kind of something that you save for exceptional circumstances, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I think this was just a series of bad decisions with no communicating, and yeah. I don't think that the player I don't think the OP did anything wrong if they weren't communicated. Like, if this wasn't communicated to them, then they can't have done anything wrong. I think they did everything they were supposed to do. Okay. Lovely discussion. Let's do a draft. How do you feel, Alferg?
I'll be right back. Sorry, I'm just saying goodnight to the kids.
No worries.
I have a very giggly woman in front of me right now. I don't care.
You what?
I have a very giggly woman sitting in my lap.
Okay. I mean, that sounds fun. What is she giggling at?
She's just giggling to giggle.
Okay. Okay.
You know, you always joke about how Ash is the perverted friend, but I'm getting different vibes right now.
I'm just gonna... I haven't said anything.
You've been humming a lot, though.
Yeah, I like to hum. What's it to you?
I forget that show.
This is all in response to you insulting me earlier today by calling me the only normal one.
I didn't just call you the only normal one. I called you our token normal.
Yeah, so it's even worse, actually. Not that I feel like anything's wrong with being normal. I simply feel that comparatively, if I don't like immediately do the weirdest thing possible in a given situation, then apparently that's normal. I suppose in this community it might be. Just by comparison, if everyone else is like so incredibly, extremely, obviously strange, I'm hearing like what I can only assume are Nick's noises from your microphone.
That is a full-grown person.
Yeah, sounds like Nick's. Okay. So, are you ready for
What'd you say?
Am I ready for draft picks?
Are you ready for a draft? I don't know really what's going on with Challenge Rating 2. I haven't fully looked at them, so I don't really know who's gonna be I don't really know who's gonna come up, like what type of monsters will come up. We'll have to see. Also, I'm just realizing, like, it's cool that the draft picks are, like, popular with you guys, but they are not popular with anyone else. It's kind of weird because I thought they would be. Like, I see online, I see like, I see so many. There's this very famous D&D draft pick. Like, they do spells and like magic items and stuff. And it's very popular there, and they get like lots of engagement and lots of comments. And there's no one here.
Hello.
Yeah. I think comments are the one thing that I find very, very strange. I find that I don't know why. I don't know hello. I don't know what my, like, do my clips just give people the perception that I don't want comments on the videos? Because, I mean, sometimes there are, but not very often. And I note a lot of the times I watch other people who actually get like fewer views or like less engagement, but their comments are full all the time. And I'm like, I would prefer that, like, to just like invisible views and likes, you know? I want like actual humans engaging with me and interacting. And I think it's very, it can be frustrating sometimes. But yeah, anyway. So, speaking of this, let's do a draft. We only have we only have 3 of us here today. And as I've said before, I'm gonna take away chat vote because there's no chat. As I said, there is a very popular like draft pick, like TikTok series or YouTube series where these guys like they do monsters and spells and stuff, and I was saying that they get like mad engagement and people seem interested. So I was like, damn, this is gonna gain some interest. We've got a lot of tabletop fans here. They're interested, and no one. No one is here. I wonder if it's the time zone thing.
Time slot.
Yeah, it could be the time zone thing. But I don't know how much like I don't know how much like weight the time zone thought it has to carry, like, because at this point I'm like, time zone can't be the cause of everything, you know. Anyway,
Time zones are probably the cause of half of the world's problems.
that's fair.
The other half are sleeping.
Time zones and sleeping.
Time zones
Okay.
is
That was
Time zones are the
hilarious. Somebody
reason-
laugh at my hilarious joke.
Oh wait, time zones are because of the sleep. Oh, I get it. Okay.
Time zones are the cause of half of the world's problems,
Yeah.
and the other half are sleeping.
Yeah.
Da-dunts. It was funny.
Yes, that was good.
I'm just letting you know.
Sorry, I was just thinking about
As long as
the
you think so.
Time zones are the reason that the Bay of Pigs invasion failed.
I mean,
What?
sure. I'll. Yeah, great.
What?
When the U.S. trained a bunch of people to go back and invade Cuba, the Bay of Pigs, they were supposed to have air support. However, the air support got the wrong time because the difference of time zones.
Fantastic.
Hello.
Ash!
No ways.
Yes!
That is not possible. Ash can't be here right now.
Too late.
God.
So, quick question.
Draft pigs.
Yes.
That link you sent, that's for homebrew monsters.
What?
What? It is. It says homebrew.
Yeah.
Homebrew monsters for Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, wait. No, it says all. Oh yeah,
that says
look,
homebrew.
Oh, it is homebrew. Yeah. Wow. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Hang on. Let's go here. Yeah, we're not doing homebrew. Jesus. Hang on a
Yeah,
second.
go homebrew.
Ha 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 ha
I'm
ha.
on a roll today.
It's funny because I didn't know that anyone else called each other brew. I thought that was a distinctly South African
don't.
quality.
I only said it because you're here.
Ah, okay, cool. Awesome.
Also,
I know
why
my
the
audience.
reason I say it.
They're just mocking your heritage.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
I know my audience.
Sorry. I
What
can't see
challenge
it.
rating are we doing?
2.
What?
2.
What? We're doing
I
graphic.
heard- I heard how much penetrating are we doing?
All of it. 100%. I said challenge rating, but
What a cool
I'll
start.
challenge you to rate that. She's been here for less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, so happy about that.
I've also been awake for less than 2 minutes.
Good morning,
believe it.
darling.
Good morning.
Morning. Oh.
I summoned her.
How did you sleep?
To filter by books.
In a bed, probably.
Well, yeah.
I wasn't
With
asking
her eyes
you.
closed.
You know what? I don't need to do that. No, thank you.
I'm incredibly helpful.
Slept okay.
You're incredibly annoying.
I told you my voice is exactly as annoying as it always has been. Here you are, proving me right.
I'm not talking about the quality of your voice.
That's
talking
Talk
about
about the
you
quality
as-
of your character.
You as a person, as a whole.
Who needs to be self-deprecating when you have friends?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I remember I like that video where it's like, would you guys be there for me if I went through something? It's like, no, absolutely not. Never. I would tell you to grow up and stop being a baby. I would actively put things in place to make life worse for you.
You know what it's giving? Do you know Nathan Apollo?
Yes.
Okay,
What?
so
Who's Nathan Apollo?
I'm shocked.
not. So he's a singer.
Mm.
And actor.
But yes, he also does actual plays.
Ah, okay.
For one of the ones that he was running, he made an album to go alongside it with the other people that are with his party.
Mm.
And one of the songs, it's only like a minute and a half, but it's his friend saying to his character, "Would you die for me?" And he goes into like a whole minute spiel song about, "Yeah, I'd die for you. You're my friend. You know, I wouldn't like to die, but if it's what I gotta do to save you." And then he's like, "Well, what about you? Would you die for me?" Nah. I'm the better fighter. I'm the better this. I wouldn't die.
Yeah, there's no ways I would die at all. Yeah. That's great.
That's a rookie.
Like-
That's a rookie move.
It's like, I would live for you.
Yeah, bold of you to assume I would lose any battle that I was involved in. All
But
right,
you
shall
to
we
assume I would allow myself to die in your defense.
Shall we do
You
a
would both
draft?
live, motherfucker.
We
So-
saw
My
him
window's
draft.
closed. It's not drafty at all.
Haha, 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 haha. For this, I see we have all assumed our roles correctly. That's good. For this, we
we?
are
Oh
beginning.
shit! I have no paper. Oh crap! Hang on. Wait.
do you,
don't start
do you
without me.
need
Wait.
do you
hang
need paper?
on. You have no idea. when I
Okay.
do these,
Or you're doing
have,
like
like, a whole
lists.
sheet of paper
Okay.
just
okay.
with scribbles and like.
Ah.
You're hilarious if you think I can remember 3 creatures, let alone more than 3, in case you pick the same one as me.
I have them in tabs. I
I
open
can't
up tabs. I keep them there.
remember- I have 900 tabs open on my phone right now. You think I can open 6 more?
Okay, I'm asking, is 900 an exaggeration?
Yeah, that's cool.
It depends on the day. And it depends on if we're talking about my web browser or just in my brain in general.
I don't know if that's actually
I remember.
possible.
I remember a friend constantly complaining about like the performance of their PC, and then
Yep.
we found out they had like 200 tabs open at once constantly, and it's like,
Mhm.
what?
That'll
It's
do
like,
it.
what
I'll tell you
browser
right
are you
now.
using? Chrome? What?
Yeah, that'll do it.
I have
200
66.
Google Chrome tabs open at once, and they're like, oh
Jesus.
god, my PC's running like ass. It's like, no fucking wonder, man.
Just clear. Just
You've got
clear
the
your
entire internet open at
tabs,
once.
just clear your tabs. Oh, it annoys me so
No,
much.
because I might need them.
That's what bookmarks are for, bro.
I have 66 tabs open right now.
That's insane.
Fuck me.
That's insane.
Okay.
No
I can't
wonder.
have more than
I stop at like when I get to 20, I'm like, whew, time to clear up, and then I just clear them out.
I get to
I-
20 on like a daily basis.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, that makes me really uncomfortable. It's like people who don't organize their desktop on their computer, and it just looks like a virus, just a virus.
I have 2 tabs that are open permanently that I've pinned. That is my email and my YouTube subscription feed.
Yeah.
That's it. If I'm not actively using a tab, I close it immediately.
Absolutely, 100%. I have.
Because it annoys me if it's just open and I'm not doing anything with it.
Do you know what Hewan doesn't do? That pisses me off. On her cell phone, she doesn't clear her bar notifications. So she has at any given time you can swipe down on her phone, see you'll just scroll forever. There are hundreds of notifications. She just doesn't clear them. I'm like, how do you live?
I keep some open on purpose.
I mean, yeah, but
like if I get like a
but that
notification
many
for like a YouTube video that I want to remember to watch, I'll have like 3 or 4 days worth sometimes because I don't watch YouTube every day necessarily. But
that's an
I
insane way to
remember
live.
one time I sent MJ a screenshot of something in our Discord. By the way, join the Discord. Also, I sent him a screenshot of something in our Discord, and he was like, "Why do you have 6 notifications?"
Yeah, clear your notifications, please. I'm constantly reminded of. I'm constantly reminded
of Dropout.
Oh, it was
Discord,
Dropout tags.
which I never opened.
Yeah.
So they were all from the same day, but it was just like he was so upset just at 6.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, it's crazy. Like it's messages. It's like messages that she just doesn't clear. I'm like, what? You've read and responded to the message. Why is it still on your phone? Like, what? Huh? It's weird.
Oh, see, some of my apps will like close themselves automatically. Like they'll close the notification if I go into whatever the app is.
Yeah. Well, only if you click on the notification, then it'll close. But if you go up, really?
Some of them will just like if I had, for example, if it was like a Facebook notification or an Instagram or whatever, and you open that app, sometimes they'll just disappear off of your bar, which frustrates me sometimes because sometimes I'm like, I need to remember to message that person back, but then I open my other Instagram and it deletes the notification, which is annoying.
Yeah. Hewan's phone is a mess. I hate it. I really hate it. I think I'm constantly reminded of the IT Crowd clip where the guy looks at what is her name? I can't remember her name, but her computer and her desktop, and it's like full of pop-ups and stuff. If that was a person, I'd shoot it in the face. It's infected. It's a disease.
Behold the internet.
Okay, but also
Okay, wait.
that's how my brain works.
Yeah, but
at any given time, I have like 200 notifications in my brain.
Yeah. No. That's fine. You're supposed to
many
design.
files open.
You're supposed to design your technology to compensate, not to enable. Right? It's supposed to. It's supposed to help fix and make more comfortable. And you're just copy pasting your problems onto your technology. God.
That's
pretty much sums it up.
Speaking of infected, I had a different friend who whose PC they had it for it was 10 years old at this point or something, and so naturally it was running like ass and everything, and they did a a virus sweep on it, and over 100 different pieces of malware popped up.
Oh my
god.
Yeah. No, it's Jesus.
So he was just like, well, I love malware. I collect it.
What do you mean? I collect malware. Oh, all right. I would love to waffle as much as we have been, but we need to actually get the show on the road. So I'm gonna start us a little timer. Are you guys ready?
No.
I'm already ready.
Okay. Oh,
What?
Colin is here.
You
Hi,
cheated?
Colin. Welcome.
Hello.
I did not cheat. I used the time given to me.
No.
Wow, thanks. Is that so cheating because the timer hasn't started
that's
yet.
cheating.
All right. So we're gonna This is this
wasn't
going to be
told that.
another stream where Alpha гэж to justify his cheating with other things, like stream sniping in the last one? Because I don't know if I can.
So long ago.
I don't know if I can like handle that. I'm very late to the stream, lol. It's okay. It's okay. We're only starting the flagship stream event now, an hour after we've begun. It's okay. We did other stuff.
Yeah, that tracks.
And yapped. So, we're on challenge rating 2. You know how the rules work, but for those of you who are unfamiliar, I'm going to run over them now. You get 3 monsters, but pick 6 just in case someone else picks one of yours. So you pick a roster of up to 6, out of which you will pick 3. These monsters must be in the D&D Beyond sheet. They must be available on the D&D Beyond website. If you need to buy a book to get there, you can just go find it somewhere else. Like, that's fine, but it's got to be in the list of challenge rating 2 monsters on the D&D Beyond website. It cannot be individual characters, like named characters, like special NPCs. It can't be those. It has to be a generic. And yeah, that's really your only limitation. Remember, you're supposed to be building a group that is potentially both powerful and works together as a team, got some interesting lore, is very cute, and also never forget, of course, the most important stat of all, the fornicatio. The likelihood of carnal activities happening with these monsters. This is the you know what? This is gonna be. I'm gonna call this the hear me out.
That?
Yeah. Let's do hear me out.
Alfred and I were talking about this.
We're gonna do the hear me out. Yeah. All right. Are you guys talking about how hear me out cakes online are not actual hear me out cakes?
Oh, yes, that's exactly what we were
Really?
talking about.
Listen, I have to say, like,
a hear me out trend comes around.
I'm a little disappointed. I don't think gatekeeping is a good look on either of you.
No, I'm okay with gatekeeping this.
No, I think we should just, like, I thought we fought for decades to
Being
have
like-
like a whole
know
like
what?
a whole time.
That's not to hear me out. He's just cute. Move on. Like,
I thought like
I don't need to
I
hear you
bet
out.
one of
You'll suck your
MJ's hear me
boyfriend. Move on.
out is Shigo freaking possible.
I thought we'd
I bet.
thought we'd spend like so much time trying to make sure that everyone feels welcome with their interests, but apparently no, we've become the
If their interest
actually
is
conventionally
being attractive people, then
actually
they can
being
keep
weird
it
and
secret.
unconventional is the only form of validity that we can express ourselves as, and the weirder we are, the more valid we are.
See,
So
no,
let's all
here's the
perform
thing.
together.
That's like saying I came to this Comic-Con and I'm really angry that you don't have like Shakespeare. Like, no, you came to a Comic-Con, we have comics.
No,
You don't get
that's-
Shakespeare at Comic-Con. If you're gonna go to the look at my weird, unique sex tastes, then you don't get to say, here's my super normal boyfriend look guy.
No, because
not how that
because
works.
weird.
No, you say,
because
look,
weird
here's my
is-
super cute xenomorph girlfriend.
Weird
Exactly.
is completely subjective, and if we're going to make so what is weird to someone
No,
is not weird to
because
someone else.
here's the thing.
It's true. MJ
If
is
you're
pretty
gonna
weird looking.
tell me,
Mhm.
if you're gonna tell me Milo Thatch from Atlantis is weird looking, then you're just insulting like so many white dudes. Which like I do on a regular basis, but that's not the same thing.
Was that really just warm up for the joke you wanted to tell? Yeah. Anyway,
No,
we're
but
gonna.
I'm being serious.
Has to be
It has
hear
to
me
be
out.
hear me out. You can't come to the party not dressed up if it's a costume party.
So
like,
what-
You know what I mean? You just
Okay, I mean we can
Don't
agree to
play the
disagree. That's fine. But when I
can't.
pick my when I pick monsters, let's say someone else picks a monster that is, you know, more conventionally attractive. Does hear me out therefore instead of being like, oh, this monster that I picked is attractive, does hear me out become more like, oh, this monster I picked is weird and therefore more attractive, or like more valid of the hear me out part? Like what is the difference? Because if Ash, like, let's say you pick a harpy and then you pick like a beholder, like isn't it just a matter
The
of
beholder
taste?
is to hear me out. That's
Yeah, like the beholder is the hear, but
Yeah.
that means the harpy isn't the hear me out anymore because it looks more like a real, like a regular woman. Like, I don't
I
understand.
don't think harpies are really ever hear me out.
But that's what I mean.
Okay, I've
like,
seen
if
some
we
really
change it
effed
to
up
hear me
harpies,
out,
though, but
I
also,
fear.
then leave it
that-
as fornicatio.
you gotta
But, like,
you gotta balance you
with-
gotta balance it between actual monster and like
I'm-
conventionally attractive human.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think D&D's monsters are really set up for Hear Me Out.
I
I look at a lot
Fair.
of these and I'm like, this is totally normal.
I don't think that Hear Me Out is a bad thing to change it to. I think it's funny. Just as long as we keep the fact that, like, this monster is
Mermaids
like,
are hot, and we can all
like
acknowledge
mermaids
that.
are still attractive and would still be valid, like a valid pick for this, you know. So that's why Hear
We
Me
can
Out. I
leave
think
it
Hear
at
Me Out has the
fornicatio,
Kind
and
of
then
a
like
valid-
Yeah, I'm gonna-
acknowledge the hear me out.
yeah. I'm gonna keep it as the
Which I think is
fornicatio,
kinda
just
what we were
because
doing.
fornicatio is more more open-ended.
Either way,
and Hear
my
Me Out has a
picks are not
connotation
good for
of
this category.
Hear Me Out has a connotation of like I'm automatically
It has
gonna
to be
try
Hear
and
Me
pick
Out.
something weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Fair.
little too niche.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Nice. Great chat. Let's actually do this.
Okay, we
so
waffled all of that, and I still have no idea what I'm gonna do.
we're gonna do. You know the rules. We pick one at a time. Let me roll a quick dice to see who's gonna pick first. D4. I am
just
1.
hang out and
Taters
chat
is
with
2.
Colin.
Alfred is 3. Ash is 4.
What? I'm just chilling.
Okay, 3. So Alfred is
I'm-
first. Then Taters. And then me. Okay, and then Ash is 4th. Okay, great. So Alfred, you're gonna reveal first. You all have, what should we say, 10 minutes on the clock?
I think we were doing 15, but
I think we
that's
should
up to
do
you guys, I guess.
10 just because of the shorter.
Yeah, we can do 10.
Times.
All right, let's do 10. I'm gonna mute myself.
This one at least is really easy.
Y'all should mute yourselves
Says
as
the guy that's
well.
already done.
Don't
Exactly.
don't deafen yourself, because then I need to tell you how much time is left. So make sure you just mute and not deafen.
Pulls the beeswax out of my ears.
Here we go. No sirens can get to you. 10 minutes starts now. Okay. Let's get some combat music going. Are you guys ready? So, we have 10 minutes. We're supposed to pick some challenge rating 2 monsters. Alright? So here we go. I don't know. The last time we did this, I was pretty good, but I haven't done this in a while, so I'm just going to take some time. There's an Allosaurus. Ooh. Okay, I wonder if I could do dinosaurs. Could I do dinosaurs? How many dinosaurs are there? There's Allosaurus. Ooh, an animatronic Allosaur. Pretty cool. We could do constructs. There are awakened. Ooh, maybe a lot of awakened stuff in challenge rating 2? I don't know. No, there aren't many. Okay. See, this is where we start getting some really interesting ones, like bards. Ooh, dragons as well. Very nice, very nice. Ooh. Okay, so a blue guard drake. A black guard drake. Ooh, guard drakes maybe? Like dragons? That could be pretty interesting. Bronze dragon worm. These are where all the wormlings are, which is pretty cool. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of... I'm looking for team synergy. So we could go all dragons, maybe. There are also some dinosaurs. No. Okay, I have an idea. There was a dinosaur skeleton. Then a dinosaur... Oh, okay. I like the idea of, like, dinosaur skeleton, then an Allosaurus, and then a construct Allosaurus. Because then it's like the flesh dinosaur, the mechanical dinosaur, and then the skeleton dinosaur. You know what I mean? It could be like before, after, then after. Like, that's cool. Like, I really enjoy that idea. So there's dinosaurs, right? Let me open that just in case. So there's a dinosaur. There's also lots of dragons, so that's cool. Oh, a druid is here. That could set up quite a lot of other stuff. Okay. Eldritch horror. Emerald enormous tentacle. Someone's gonna do that. Someone's gonna have that. Okay, what else have we got? Oh, there's a gargoyle. Oh, gelatinous cube. Nice. Oh, giant. Yeah, giant. Oh, a globogool. That's cool. Knolls. Nice, nice. Yeah, the first 5 minutes are going to be like just me checking things. And then we'll go. Yeah, keep going. We can... Oh, there's 16. Ice Spider. Iron Console. Ooh, an Intellect Devourer. Ooh. Oh, we could go like, you know, brain and then different organs as well. We could try for different organs. Okay. Lizard Folk. Oh, a Meanlock. Ah, Meanlock. A Mimic. Oh, ooh. Oh, we could build a team surrounding mimics. That could be good. Ooh, a Mind Flayer stuff. We go Intellect Devourer, Mind Flayer stuff. Yeah. Ooh, a Moonstone Dragon. That's pretty cool. Okay. Okay, I have an idea. We're nearly, yeah, we're nearly on the 5-minute mark. Oh, they're God Drakes as well. Okay, so here's my vibe. As I move to the left, I got 2 teams, 2 possible teams. My first one is the Guard Drakes, and my second one is the is this one, the skeleton dinosaur. That's the idea. Sentient ochre jelly. Oh, Shadow Mastiffs. Shadow Mastiffs are fun to play, by the way. Okay, we're almost on the 5-minute mark. Oh, a skeletal polar bear. Nice. Could do it with polar bears as well. Ooh, 2-headed Cerberus. Cool. Okay. Were creatures. Ooh. Like werebat, were-rat, were-raven, like right off the bat. That could be pretty good too. Okay. Okay. Alright, so I've got a plan. I can either do the were creatures, and I'll call them the Wirewolf. The other team possibility I have is the Guard Drakes. The White Guard Drakes. And then... Oh shit, you can just... you can just click the plus icon and it does it. No ways. And then they don't tell you to... Do they tell you to download the book? Oh no, it's just automatically available. Okay. So the White Guard Drakes. I think... Yeah, let me... 4 minutes remaining. Okay. So I'm thinking either the Guard Drakes for the dragons. So I'm gonna go... Let's Google... Let's do Guard. Yeah, Earth Guard. Stone Guard. Ooh. Yeah, Green Guard Drake. Guard Drake. Oh, just regular Guard Drake? Interesting. Okay, so I could... Yeah, I'm gonna go... Oh, Eternal Flame Guardian. It could be cool to have, like, the Earth Guardian, the Stone Guardian, and the Flame Guardian. That'd be pretty cool. But I think, no, the black, green, red, and white. I think I would go... Let's go black, green, and red? I like white, though. Yeah, let's go white... Green. Oh, I love blue as well. Blue is lightning. Yeah. Okay, blue Guard Drake. White, green, and blue. Okay, cool. We're gonna go white, green, and blue. That's the first one. Then there's the Allosaurus. Which is the Allosaurus and the animatronic Allosaurus. And then there's also the And then there's the skeletal dinosaur. The dinosaur skeleton. Okay. So we've got Allosaurus, blue guard drake, green guard drake, white guard drake. And I think I'll pick... Yeah. Blue, green, and white is good, right? Like, these things look fine. Climb, swim, and burrow. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Pretty cool indeed. Oh, they're drakes. They can't fly. That's interesting. That's very interesting. What does the red have? Because if I've got time, yeah. 2 minutes. If I've got time, then I will, like, let's look at the red guard drake quickly. It's got a climb speed. Okay. I think... I don't know. This is the backup team. I really like the Allosaurus stuff. So should we go like, yeah, Allo... Animatronic Allosaurus. Okay. D&D 5e Animatronic Allosaurus. Let's see if we can find it here. 5e tools would probably have it. No ways. Come on. Come on. No, 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 no. Oh no. Keys in the Golden Vault. Yeah, give me, Can I look in here? Is that what it has? Let me see. Allosaur. Yeah, animatronic Allosaurus. Let's go. Give it to me. Yeah, okay, we have it. Okay, sick. And then this one is the... Ah, Jesus. Excuse me. That was rough. Time is up. Finish off. I'm doing my...
not done.
I'm quickly, like, Googling a monster that was not there before. Jeez, the timer scared the shit out of me. My apologies, chat. That was probably very loud. Okay, I got it. Whew. Oh my god, it doesn't work. 5e tools, why? The Radiant Citadel. Radiant Citadel. Is this it? No, it'll be here. It'll be here. I found a workaround. This is good. This is good. Ah, okay, okay. Interesting.
That's interesting.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just found out the monster that I chose has an interesting an interesting thingy. It's an interesting little bit of info about it. Okay. All right, everyone. Are we ready? Apparently not.
Are we ever really ready?
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Oh. I have a
Alright,
question
well,
for you, MJ.
yes. I'm
Since
here.
there's William Shakespeare.
If we have William
I
Shakespeare.
couldn't remember the lines.
You were just hoping I understood the reference.
I was gonna try to say the whole joke, but I couldn't remember the line. That was really bad for a second.
Feels bad.
Okay, but What about geese?
If one geese is a goose,
Does that mean one beef is a boof?
or
And
one sheep is a shoop,
furthermore,
or
does that
one
mean
meese is a moose.
one
beef
queef
is a
is a
boop.
quoof?
Oh, a quoof. Oh, interesting. Right, let's go. So, we have picked our monsters. We are ready. Ash is still muted for some reason. And, we shall begin.
Are you ready?
Well, we shall start with Alfred. Please tell us, sir, what did you start with? What is your first challenge rating 2 monster?
Crystal Dragon Wormling.
Crystal Dragon Wormling. Very good. Excellent. Tell us about it. Showcase this creature for us.
I don't know how you want me to do that.
Let me find it on the... Let me find it on the thingy. Let me go to D&D Beyond. Okay. And I have a look at the Crystal Dragon Wormling. So, Crystal... From Fizban's Treasury of Dragons. Oh! Oh, that's cool, actually. That looks very cute. Oh, it's got like little, little crystals, like, floating from it. That's pretty cool. And, it's not a worm, because it has 4 legs and 2 wings. Nice. Okay, this is a medium dragon. It's a gem. Wait, whoa. Okay. Kind of average hit points. Average AC. Pretty okay speed. But it's got burrow, climb, and fly, which is pretty cool. Pretty standard stats, like above average. Cool skills. It's got good stealth. It's pretty nice. 2 resistances. Ooh, blind sight. Also nice. It has telepathy. Cool. Okay. It's got a reach bite. 1d10 plus 2 plus 1d4 radiant damage. That's alright. Scintillating breath. DC 12 or 4d8 radiant damage. Oh, nice. Okay, that's... Oh, and it gets 5 temporary hit points. Okay. And then it can cast Psionics. Ooh, for Dancing Lights and Guidance. Okay. Alright, cool. So they have an innate psionic connection to the positive plane that suffuses their bodies and personalities with light. Cute! Whoa, they've got like ideals and everything. That's crazy. Okay, okay, good pick. Good pick. Nice. Alright, Alfred. Very cool. Taters, you're next. Who's your next one?
Ah!
Who is your first
My
monster?
first one? Allip? A-L-L-I-P?
Ooh,
Allip?
okay. Okay. An Allip. Yeah. Wait, A-L-L-I-P? No monsters found with these
Yeah.
filters. It's weird.
What?
A-L-L,
Got it from
maybe?
the book. A-L-L-I-P.
I'm not finding it in the
It's from Morning
monsters.
Canaan.
Interesting.
No,
What?
it's not on mine either.
Yeah, how did you
Oh,
find it on
no.
D&D Beyond?
Oh no, I wonder if I changed something.
Were you on the
Uh-oh.
homebrew section?
No.
Because I'm finding...
I know what happened.
It's a challenge rating 5, Taters. It's not a
Yeah,
challenge rating
I was
2.
just gonna say.
Yeah.
I closed the thing and reopened it.
Oh,
and
no.
I am sure that I do not have challenge rating 2s then. So come back to me and I'll pick something on challenge
Okay.
rating 2 in the next 35 seconds.
Oh, goodness. All right, well, it's going to be me then.
Yeah, that's fun. Okay,
I'll
bye.
pick my first. That sucks. I'll pick my first. My first my first pick will be one of the great dinosaurs, the Allosaurus. An Allosaurus is a predatory dinosaur of great size, strength, and speed. It can run down almost any prey over open ground, pouncing to pull creatures down with its wicked claws. So it's a large beast. It's got a good amount of hit points, 51, but it's got 13 natural armor. It's got 60 feet of speed. It's got a fat 19 strength, 17 con, pretty cool. And then it pounces. If the Allosaurus moves at least 30 feet straight towards a creature and then hits it with a claw attack, it must succeed on a strength save or be knocked prone, and then it can make a bite attack as a bonus action. So it's like a tiger. Gets a bite and a claw. The bite does 2d10 plus 4, and the claw does 1d8 plus 4. So pretty solid. Pretty solid. And that's it. That's my first. Right. And finally, Ash, what is your first monster? Now, of course, Ash is muted, and has been this whole time. So, I don't actually think that she's here. I don't know where she went. She did not announce her departure. So, maybe we'll just go back to Alfred then. I was going to kind of do it in reverse order. But sure, why not? Since half of our players are not here.
Ah, I'm sorry. I'll be back.
Alfred,
Topaz Dragon.
who is your second pick?
Topaz Dragon Wormling.
Ah, okay, cool. We're going with
Okay, I was legitimately gonna do this, and now you're doing it. So
okay, cool. We're doing dragon, like jewel dragons. Okay, I like that. I like that. The Topaz Dragon looks so cool. Damn. Okay.
Oh, just wait.
Better armor class. Little more health. Got fly and a swim speed. Standard stats. Good at intimidation. Also blindside. It's clearly like they are literally part of the same theme. That's pretty cool. This one's amphibious as well. Yeah. Pretty standard bite, but it has desiccating breath, which is necrotic. Oh, so the crystal dragon does radiant, but this one does necrotic. That's cool. DC 11. That's not too high. 66 necrotic damage. Okay, that's why. And is weakened. Yo. Oh my god. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, and then it does Bane once per day. Okay, cool. Cool. This is a good choice. This is a very good pick. Okay, nice. Good job.
Accident.
Next, we'll go with
I have a
Yes.
first one. Couldn't remember the word first.
Okay, go for it.
I'll go with the living doll.
Ooh, okay. The living doll.
I don't know anything about it, but it sounds cool, so
This
do
is
that.
for Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Yeah, okay. I like that. Oh, cute.
Cute.
Yeah,
That is
look.
a living doll.
No, it's like
No.
it's wearing like a really poofy dress. It's great. I like it. Okay, armor class 11.
have-
Gross.
An entire fear of this.
28 hit points. Okay, standard strength. Oh, its strength score is awful. What does this thing do that's like good? Let me see.
I have no idea.
Immune to poison. That's nice.
Makes sense.
False appearance. If the doll is motionless at the start of combat, it has advantage on its initiative roll. Ooh. Like it like Bride of Chucky's you. That's so cool. Moreover, if a creature hasn't observed the doll move or act, that creature must succeed on DC 18 investigation check to discern the doll is adamant. That's crazy. That's really strong.
I'm so glad I didn't look at this.
Wild Beyond the Witchlight is like a Halloween-y, like horror themed campaign guide, so it makes sense. And regeneration as well? Damn. Except for fire or psychic. And the doll doesn't require air, food, drink, or sleep. Grabby hands. Wait. The target is
Love it.
grappled and takes 2d10 psychic damage. Jesus. Except that the escape DC is 6. But I think it's so funny that it doesn't actually, like, do any damage to you. It just freaks you out so much that it does psychic damage. That's very funny. And then it has a cackle. The doll cackles as it targets 1 or 2 creatures it can see within 30 feet of it. Each target must make a DC 11 saving throw. Excuse me. Takes 2d4 psychic damage and is incapacitated for a minute as it is overcome by a fit of laughter. That's cool as fuck. This is basically, it's a little Tasha's hideous laughter. That is really, really awesome. Trapped within each living doll is a mean spirit that encourages those around it to behave badly towards others. The doll takes pleasure in tormenting the guilt-ridden and despondent. Oh, so it's a dominatrix. Cool. Alright, so this is your first pick. Nice. The living doll. Excellent. Well, you have some time to do your second pick if you want.
I don't have it yet. Keep going.
Alright, my second pick is the animatronic Allosaurus.
I feel a theme coming together.
The animatronic Allosaurus. 13 armor class, 51 hit points, 60 feet of speed. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is identical in stats to the actual Allosaurus. So it's got the same immunities. Oh no, it doesn't have it. It's because it's animatronic. It has immunities to poison and psychic and some other condition immunities. It can also pounce, and it does exactly the same damage as well. So it is exactly the same as the Allosaurus. It's just animatronic. So it's a construct, and that's mine. That's my next one. All right, Ash, your first pick.
Well, I did say I was playing. I said I was just chilling.
I thought
So you have to play.
You've been muted this whole time. Where were you?
Pooping.
Okay. I thought you were playing.
She just got up.
No.
I thought you were playing.
She did say she was
Okay.
going.
Okay, cool. My apologies.
This is on you.
Yeah, I didn't know what you meant when you said that earlier. Anyway, Taters, what is your second pick?
I don't know yet.
All right, and that brings us to Alfred.
Emerald Dragon Wormling.
What?
The Emerald Dragon Wormling. Oh, there's bronze and black and everything. Yeah. You know what? I have half a mind. My second plan was to go with the Guard Drakes, which is the evil dragon version of the Wormlings that you've got here. That would have been quite fun. Emerald Dragon Wormling. Okay, good AC. Barona Fly Speed. Good hit points. Good stats. Jesus. Good skills. That's a tunneler. A 10-foot diameter tunnel in its wake. That's crazy. It's got a bite. Disorienting breath. Ooh, psychic damage. Okay, cool. Can you imagine getting hit by all 3 of these, like, breath weapons at once? That would be insane. You may as well just lay down and die. That's crazy. It gets baned as well. That's awesome. And it can do Mage Hand with an invisible hand and Minor Illusion. That's fun. That's really cool. Also, it's really cool looking too. This is awesome. I'm noticing that with all of these dragons, their spines are like floating. They're not actually attached to their body, which is interesting. Okay. Taters, your second pick.
Sea Hag.
Good. with the
Interesting.
living doll. I'm not sure where you're going with this, but we'll see.
I'm not sure either. We'll get there.
A sea hag. Now, to be honest, a sea hag is actually one of the more dangerous ones. They're very
Sick.
creepy. Lots of hit points. The night hag, I think, is the worst. The hag can breathe air and water. Any humanoid that starts its turn within...
Challenge rating 2?
The night hag is not a challenge rating 2, no.
Okay. Then not that one.
Okay, so yeah, what's crazy about this is, yeah, it gets frightened for 1 minute. And then it can avert... It can choose to avert its eyes. But then it has disadvantage. So, claws, there's... Oh, yeah. If it frightens people, the crazy thing about the hag is that it can target one of the creatures that it's frightened and just kill it. It just drops to 0 hit points outright. It's crazy.
That is actually kind of freaky, actually.
Yeah, the hag... But it's got to be... You've got to fail some pretty low checks, though. Like, it's got to be DC 11 Wisdom saving throw twice, and then you drop to 0.
I definitely had a character that would have failed that every time. They had a -2 to their wisdom.
Nice. Cool. Alright, as the hag covers herself, anything she's wearing or carrying the magical illusion makes it look like an ugly creature of her general size and humanoid shape. Okay. Okay, cool. Alrighty. And my final pick... So the sea hag. And my final pick is... the dinosaur skeleton, which uses
What?
It uses the Allosaurus stat block, but also has skeleton qualities. It's undead, it's vulnerable to bludgeoning, immune to poison, immune to exhaustion and poisoned, and then they have dark vision out to 60 feet. Other than that, they are a perfect replica of an Allosaurus. So there you go.
Good picks.
Yeah, there you go. All right, and Taters, your third pick.
Poltergeist.
Oh, nice.
What they think is challenge rating 2.
I think so too. Yeah, I saw it there.
I hope so.
Yeah, there you go.
Excellent.
Okay, the poltergeist. Yeah, these things. Oh, yeah. Poltergeists are some of the most annoying monsters in D&D, like, because they are permanently invisible. They are absolutely
Sick.
insanely difficult, because you fight poltergeists in Baldur's Gate 3. And by the time you get to the poltergeists, you are like level 11, level 10, level 12. You're in Act 3, and they are still incredibly irritating, because they're always invisible. Yeah, fly 50 feet.
This is why you need the special eye.
Yes. Yeah.
That doesn't work half the time.
What do you mean? Does it glitch out a lot?
I don't know if it was just in the earlier versions of the game, but I've never had see invisibility work in any capacity properly.
It works all the time for me.
Anyway, it can
Maybe
move
I just don't
incorporeally.
understand what I'm doing.
Sunlight sensitivity, invisibility. Yeah. It's just permanently invisible. It's crazy. Forceful slam, 3d6 force damage, or telekinetic thrust, an object up to 150 pounds, or a creature medium or smaller. A charisma versus strength, and the poltergeist hurls the target 30 feet in any direction, including upwards. If you come into contact with a hard surface, the target takes 1d6 damage per 10 feet moved. Yeah, that's insane. It's crazy. So, okay, cool. Nice. Now you tell me...
Excellent.
We're going to start with Alfred. What is your team name?
The gems.
Solid.
That's what I thought you were going to do.
Solid.
Literally, I was thinking about doing this.
Solid.
I think we fairly established I am not great with names.
No, this is a solid name. Yeah. All right, Taters. What is your team name?
I'm going to go with the Crypt Kicker 5 from the Monster Mash song.
There's only 3 of them.
But I don't...
You know what?
But But I don't know
I'm sorry,
Monster
somebody had
Mash.
to point
I
that
don't understand this reference.
You don't know the song The Monster Mash?
No.
I know the
What?
song. I don't think I've ever listened to it in its
Yeah,
entirety since I was like 6.
I know of it, but
What?
I've never heard it before. Yeah. Anyway,
I've
you
I
heard
can
am
do.
actually surprised.
It's been like almost
not in
20
like
years.
not in like a oh you didn't watch this movie growing up, but like I'm just surprised. Maybe because like it was so prevalent in my childhood.
Monster Mash is not
Maybe
popular in South
like
Africa.
every school, every
It was
like
probably just like an American thing.
Yeah, you guys live in like
Well,
on
I'm
the other side of the
Canadian.
world. Yeah, we're
American continent.
yeah, South Africa did not see that. But yeah,
Oh,
so
fair.
the Crypt Kicker
Ginny
5.
D did a Monster Manual Mash
Oh, that's cool.
also. Yeah, so the Crypt Kicker 5 was a vocal group. They were a band, essentially. That is referenced in Monster Mash, but you can just
Okay.
call it Monster Mash if you don't get the deep cut. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I wrote Monster Mash and then changed it last second. So,
Okay. Oh, my team
see,
name.
also
3 of them.
Halloween costumes that would go well in a haunted house.
Ah, yeah. No, this is good. This is good.
Yeah.
And finally, my team name. I've kind of oscillated between 2 of them, but I'm gonna settle on Night at the Museum.
Ooh, okay,
And
that one is good.
we're gonna. With the other one I was gonna look at was before, after. Because essentially my team is like, it's an Allosaurus for real, but then it like sheds its skin, becomes animatronic, and then it
can
sheds
I-
its skin again and becomes dinosaur skeleton. Super cool. Yes, Alfred.
Can I change my name real quick?
No. Once it's done, it's set in stone. Sorry.
Okay.
Of course you can change your name. What would you like to change your name to?
The Uncut Gems.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. So a little bit of extra flavor there. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And I think just to make this fun, we're gonna make Ash a spectator here, so she can also vote for this. If you would like to vote for things, Ash. So, first, the most important, the Fornicatio. Who wins the Fornicatio round? I'm not gonna
None
lie.
of mine passed the Harkness test, so not me.
I was gonna say, it doesn't feel like Alfred or I were thinking of Fornicatio when we made our team.
I think your Fornicatio is very
I mean, no,
high.
to be fair, a dinosaur, yeah. Dinosaur is pretty common in the monster amory community.
Yeah, I mean, taken
yeah.
by the T-Rex, it's a classic.
Exactly, a classic. I love how you knew what I was talking about. Have we
Good
seen
old
the
Chuck
same?
Tingle.
Have we seen the same Emma Blackery video like from years ago? There was it was a video on YouTube where a British YouTuber called Emma Blackery read Taken by the T-Rex on her YouTube channel. It was great.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So okay, I could get some points.
I'll
for that,
just
sure.
say, I think we've all seen people dress up as slutty dolls and or slutty witches and or
Yeah,
slutty
yeah.
ghosts.
No,
So
except
I'm
the
just
poltergeist is
saying.
invisible, so you can't really see it.
No, but you can
But
feel
you
it.
don't.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen Scary Movie.
Can you be thrown 30 feet in any
I've
direction
seen
and be like,
Ghostbusters,
yes,
okay?
harder? Okay. Yeah, the living doll, the sea hag, like I get it. I mean, the sea hag
just saying-
like
I'm just saying.
has, like titties out and ready, so at least there is that.
Mother duty
Yeah.
mothering.
Yeah. I don't know, the dragons as well, like I don't think it's nothing. Dragons are also not uncommon.
I think. I was gonna say I was gonna say that about dragons, but also I
Yeah.
think Alfred does make a good point in that they are children.
Oh, they're wormlings. Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna exclude them
Yeah.
from that
How
then.
how long are they a wormling for?
That's what I said too, because like
we don't know the maturity rate, so it's hard to say.
That's what I said too.
Does
a
wormling
long
automatically mean
time.
like not mature enough to consent to things? Am I gonna foul up
Well,
my
like-
search history by saying what is the age of dragon consent? So that's
Yes.
it's a little bit of a weird question to ask Google. I think.
Yes.
Yeah,
But-
don't. You'll get some.
Just the return question is like, why do you want to
Okay,
know?
so according to the Forgotten Realms wiki,
Yes.
a dragon is considered a young adult from the years 51 to 100. So
Oh damn.
a wormling can be from 0 to
Like all the
50.
way up to 50 years old. Yeah.
Right.
Damn.
So I'm saying, like young adult.
I don't- I don't know if I'm
saying.
ready to be
saying.
libertarian with dragons. I don't know if that's something that I'm willing to do. I will give this, because I can't vote for anyone else. I will give this to Taters, not because it's necessarily bad, but I'm going with Wormling being like slightly immature dragons, and that seems weird, so I'm gonna give a vote to Taters on mine. All right. Everyone else?
Mine's going to MJ's.
Oh, nice. Sick. What about you, Taters?
Bye.
I'll go to Bone Town with your skeleton.
Yeah. Oh, you have to wait until it becomes a skeleton first. Okay.
Yes.
Well, you have one
No.
that's
No,
a skeleton.
you gotta fuck it through the different stages.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
fleshy dinosaur in
I'll
the beginning.
I'll Benjamin Button that shit. I'll start at the skeleton.
Oh damn!
Benjamin, but
So
I should have
good.
called
Bring
this.
him back
I
to
should have
life.
called this like the curious case of like Benjamin Button.
Nah, see what you should have done,
Buttosaur.
MJ,
Allosaurus
is
Button.
swap.
Yeah.
You should have swapped out one of those dinosaurs for like a dude in armor. Then you could have had Knight at the museum with a K.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
Missed opportunity.
That's so good. I love that. All right, awesome.
And he could have rode on the dinosaur.
I plan to ride on the dinosaur.
All right, Ash, would you like to be able to vote and give a vote, or are you just going to give your opinion?
Yeah. Vote for hag titties.
I'm just gonna be the peanut gallery, you know.
Okay, cool. All right. Right, let's talk about lore. And whether the lore like matches itself. I'm going to be honest. I think Alfred sweeps the lore category because they all work
Yeah,
perfectly together. Like, I know that the dinosaurs are like, they are the same creature essentially, but that's for stats maybe. But like, for lore, the dragons work perfectly well. I think Living Doll, Sieg, and Poltergeist
the
are like,
Halloween vibe is a story.
no, they have a good Halloween vibe, but lore-wise, they don't.
That's fair.
They're not natural fits together, in my opinion. They sort
Listen,
of they're sort
I
of on their
had
own.
T-minus 3 seconds.
No,
so
I get
fair
it.
enough.
I get it.
I'll take it.
I think I'm gonna
I'll
give a vote
take
to.
it.
I'll give a vote to Alfred on this. Taters, who are you gonna vote for?
I'm gonna give my vote to you because you told the whole story
What?
from beginning to after death.
Fair.
Damn, that's really cool, actually. All right, well, I appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
All right, Alfred, go
Alright,
ahead.
I gotta go with Sam.
Okay, cool. Wow, guys, this is so different from every other draft we've ever done. This is a good
Because I'm not
start.
playing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, the
It's
third.
not Ash and I just like being the best at all of the horny things and then
Sure.
voting based only on that.
The third category is the petability of each of these. Feel free to discuss.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna get some more water.
Who doesn't want to snuggle a doll? And this one can hug back,
True.
right? You know? Yeah, Alfred?
I don't no dolls.
What if it's like really cute?
No dolls.
See, while I'm also scared of like living dolls, I also wouldn't say no. Is what I'm saying.
Right? Like, I'm okay with being scared.
Yeah, like it's like a Wendigo. I'd
Being
also
scared
be
doesn't
scared,
scare me
but
off.
also like,
This is not the fornication
well.
category. This is the
Yes, but
cute category.
Yeah, I'm just
Dolls.
clearing the air, you know. I'm just
dolls
Well,
are an
we're saying
actual
like
fear
living
of
doll.
mine.
A doll can hug you back.
Yeah, and do
A doll
psychic
that can
damage.
hug you back. Yeah, but
Exactly.
that's
nothing
not.
to damage,
Exactly.
my man.
Thank you, MJ.
There's nothing to damage.
But no, like no shade. But I don't know if I would get the same out of a hug with a rock as I
I don't
would
know.
with a living doll and big titty goth sea hag.
I just want to point out, mine do eventually to grow up to where true
Yeah, but that's not where
polymorph.
we're at.
Oh,
That's not
they
where we're
can. They can polymorph, but they're not currently polymorphing. I
Come
think.
talk to
No,
me
but they
at
can
like
eventually do
CR10.
Yeah, but see, they're wormlings, not like full like
Yeah.
adult dragons. So...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But the eventuality is still a factor.
I think yeah, I think there are points for the dragons for like they are wormlings. They're like, you know, young ones. You can kind of snuggle, you know.
But
I
they're
feel
made
like
of
there's
Pretty adorable.
Yeah, they're pretty adorable. Yeah.
It's a doll that hugs back.
I don't know. The first time I saw the doll, I was like, that's cute as hell. So I think I'm going to stick to that. I'm going to give my vote
I'm
to
just
Taters.
saying.
I think the dragons are cute as well, though.
I do just
Alright.
gotta
I'm not
say,
sure I want to get like Five Nights at Freddy's with your Allosaurus though.
I will just say, I am a scaly, so petability on this is a little biased. Especially since I don't like dolls. I don't think I can touch a poltergeist.
Excellent.
No,
You
but
still-
it can touch you.
If it can touch you, you can touch it. Those are like the rules.
Yeah.
I
you go.
No,
I'd
I don't
much rather
actually
touch a
think.
Like,
dinosaur.
It would be
You know.
the warmest, squishiest hag mom hugs ever.
All right, Alfred, are you voting for the dinosaurs?
Yes.
Cool. All right, Taters, where's your vote going?
See, it's like rocks
It's not a
or
cute ass vermling. The vermlings are so cute, and they're not.
They're
I
not
don't
like
think they're like
yeah.
made
Give it
of
to-
rock.
Okay, I'll give Alfred the point because the animatronic thing. I don't really want to.
animatronic seems
I
less
don't-
huggable than a dragon wormling, even if it is a crystal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
All right.
yeah. I
Mine will
could
come.
pet a dinosaur, but
Hmm.
I mean, not a dinosaur. I could pet a dragon wormling,
Yeah.
a gem
yeah.
wormling. It would just get shinier, you know, if you pet it. I guess, you know.
Hmm. Okay, this is the style category. This is for either fashion or general, like aesthetic coolness, like that kind of vibe. The way that the
Right.
creature like carries itself, basically. So, who gets style points?
I can defend my boys here.
I do like.
I'll
the
give it to
dragons
the
for style.
crystal
yeah.
dragon situation.
I think they are pretty stylish. I did comment on the fact that they have like floating crystals instead of attached to their bodies, which is really, really cool. So I think style points
Yeah.
should go for that.
What I'm pointing out, they're still very young for dinosaurs,
Yeah.
so they're gonna do stupid, cute things.
You mean dragons, right? Not dinosaurs.
For dragons, yeah. Oh
Yes.
yeah, you're talking like puppies,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
where
yeah,
their like
yeah.
feet are too big and they trip all over themselves. Yeah, that's fair.
So
Yeah, the tails are too big for them. Like, you know.
I
Yeah.
do think the living doll has a very like cosplayable dress. When I saw it,
See,
like
I'm saying.
the dress is pretty cool, but unfortunately the sea hag doesn't really have a lot of style, and
You can't even see the
she could
poltergeist.
and you can't
What?
see the
I
poltergeist. So
honestly didn't even look her up.
maybe the poltergeist is she wears seaweed, so I don't know. Maybe the poltergeist is the
that's
most
nice.
stylish out of everyone, but you'll never be able to see it. So unfortunately, I can't give.
It's
style
one of those
points
like
to that.
Emperor's clothes style things, you know,
yeah,
like
yeah. It believes it's invisible. It believes it actually has a lot of good clothes. I'm gonna give my
I'm
vote to the
s-
dragons
Yeah.
for this. What about you, Taters?
I
Yeah, me
still
too.
gotta give my vote to MJ on this one.
Amazing. Taters also for Alfred.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're halfway down the line. Let's go to stats. All right, so this will be between stats and abilities. Abilities are like the magical, like the actions available to the creature. The stats are things like armor class, hit points, all the way down to its proficiency bonus, which is going to be the same because it's a challenge rating too. All right, what are we thinking? Let's look at Alferg's first. I think when it comes to movement, Alferg's team is pretty king. Because I mean, it's got all types of movement. It's got burrow, fly, swim, and climb. And all of them can walk as well. Their fly speeds are pretty impressive. And I think their stats, I don't think they have a single bad stat across the board. So I think
Their lowest one is a 12.
Yeah, I think for consistency, this is really cool. I'm noticing they've got like a bunch of resistances and other things like that. They've all got blind sight, which is really, really strong. So yeah, this is a really strong team. Like stats-wise, these are pretty good. Their hit points are not that great though. Like a level 2 party with a good mage could probably hit some aerial spells, like a good archer as well. They wouldn't last that long, I don't think. But it kind of depends if they can get some attacks in as well. Still. Alright. The Living Doll on Taters' team. The Living Doll has a surprising amount of hit points for how small it is, because it's tiny. And it's got pretty awful stats, but that's mostly because the abilities carry the doll more than anything else. So I think its immunities are fine. I don't think its stats are really doing anything for it. I think when we get to its abilities, it'll probably carry a lot more. The Hag, giving a swim speed is nice. 52 hit points is pretty beefy. It also doesn't have any bad stats, with a 16 in strength and con. And it's got, yeah, pretty standard. Pretty standard. And then the Poltergeist it's okay. Again, the fact that it's invisible is going to carry it later. But, I mean, it's got a strength of 1, which is quite funny. 22 hit points, which on its own is not that great. It's got a fly speed of 50 feet, which is nice. But it can only hover. It's got a lot of resistances. I think the resistances are pretty important. And a lot of immunities as well. So that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So pretty standard. The Living Doll drags it down a little bit, but I think the Sea Hag and the Poltergeist have got some good things going for it. And then for my team, the Allosaurus, all 3 Allosauruses have 51 hit points because they're all identical. They all have 13 natural armor. They can all move 60 feet, which is pretty good. They have a really wide spread of stats. 19 strength and 17 con, but then 2 intelligence and 5 charisma, so, you know. And then, of course, they don't really have a lot of skills. They just have good perception. And then the animatronic is immune to poison and psychic, and the skeleton is immune to poison and, like, I don't know, necrotic or something. So, yeah, I would say they work together well, but they don't really shine in any category except just raw strength.
Roar strength?
Raw. I don't think there's a lot of diversity because they're all the same monster. I don't think there's a lot of diversity with them, but the strengths that they do have are pretty good. With Alferg, not only do they match a theme, but also there's a lot of diversity of stats. They can sort of play on each other's strengths really, really well. And then with Taters, there's some really good ones there. And then, like, just pure stats-wise, the doll isn't that great. But everything else, yeah, it's a pretty good... This is going to be pretty difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, the stats aren't great. Lots of immunities for the doll, but definitely not great stats.
Yeah. I'm going to say if it's between Taters and Alferg for my vote, I think I'll go Alferg just
Blindsight
because...
60 feet? What? Sorry.
Who gets blindsight 60 feet?
The doll has blindsight 60 feet.
No.
Oh, the site I'm looking at says it does.
Where? It doesn't say. Oh shit! I mean, I don't see this on D&D Beyond, unfortunately.
Okay. I don't know. Let me
Yeah.
open a different site then.
What site were you looking on?
I don't know. I closed it. I'll open it again.
Oh,
later.
okay. Okay. No, it doesn't have any blindside. If it was 60 feet of blindside, that'd be crazy
Sick.
good. That'd be crazy good.
Right?
But yeah.
60 is wild.
I actually think
For
that
a
would have changed
challenge
my.
rating too.
I think that would have changed my vote. But
Yeah, I can't open the one you're looking at, but that's okay.
my vote is I'm on D&D Beyond. You can't open D&D Beyond?
I can't open it on D&D Beyond.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah. Anyway,
I
I'm gonna
found it
give
on
it.
something else.
I'm gonna give it to Alfred because the synergy. There's a whole category for team synergy which I would have given to Alfred as well, but I think with this they just got so many. They've got so many good skills. They've got so many good resistances. Their stats are great. Their health is okay. Like, I just think they have too many movement options as well. Like, they're just really diverse. So yeah, I'll give that. I'll give that there. What about you guys?
Go ahead.
1 second.
I was gonna also say, I'm kind of vibing with the dragons
Yeah.
for the same reasons. Like, they're just, like, they cover kind of all of the bases.
Yeah. Yeah. They really don't have, like, if you have all three of them in one place, there's really not much you can call a weakness, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
Actually, I think
Yeah, I feel
Alfred's
like they
team.
kind of.
Alfred's team is giving me ideas for an encounter. Like, this would be so cool.
Ooh.
Seeing, like, different types of crystal dragons would be quite cool. Like, in a nest. Alright, Alfred. What's your vote?
Dinosaurs.
Fair. Fair. Taters, are you okay?
Huh?
Are you good?
Yeah.
You're taking
Does
my
that not
role
sound
for all the other drafts.
I'm totally okay with that. I literally picked things like
it was
in
last minute for
T-minus 2 seconds because my entire list I realized was based on not having the right settings, so it's fine.
If we went with your list, I think you would have probably taken quite a lot. What was your original plan? The Alep and then what?
Oh, I was gonna kind of do the same like idea that I had with the
okay.
Halloween themed,
Yeah,
but they all kind of worked better together and it made more sense. And yeah,
okay. That's a real shame.
No, that's fine. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I'm okay with losing. It's okay.
I'm gonna tell you one. On the next category, abilities. I think I'm a big fan of all of the abilities of Tater's team. I know that the dragon's abilities are really cool and they really work well together, but I'm saving that for team synergy because I think the creativity of the Living Doll, Hag, and Poltergeist abilities are really, really cool. I love the fact that, I mean, the Poltergeist still manages to be, it's such a classic monster, and it's still one of the most irritating monsters to go up against. That says something. The Living Doll immediately made Alfred, like, shiver out of his skin, which I think was very effective, just because of, like, just reading about it. I think it's really cool. So I will give abilities to Taters.
Sick.
I have to go with the same.
All right.
I finally give my vote to Taters for
Cool. Another Taters. Nice. Very good.
I think for abilities, I'm still gonna go with the dragons
Okay. Yeah, they work well. Yeah.
because they kind of like have a little bit of everything. It's like a buffet.
all by accident.
Alrighty. and then we go to team synergy. We're on the final two. What does team synergy get?
Taters again.
Oh my god. Okay. Wait, synergy? Like as a team, they work better?
Yes.
Damn. Okay.
I like
They do be creepy.
this idea of the living doll like could be like a spy for the hag.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Maybe the hag like
and then the poltergeist
gives kids the living doll as like a little gift, and then she can torment them.
Yes, and then the poltergeist just helped along with it.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, fair. I mean, it's not as cool as dinosaurs, but I get it. All right, Taters. What's your
I
vote?
think I have to say for Team Synergy, just because they kind of cover each other's bases, I'm still gonna go with the dragons.
Okay. Okay. This is how I
Sorry.
lose. This is how I lose the lead. Cause I'm gonna go with yeah, I'm gonna go with Alfred as well. I can't not. It's too good. They fit too well together. And finally, vibes. Who brings the vibes?
I mean, I bring the Halloween vibes. Does that count?
You can't vote for yourself.
Oh, right. No, I'm just, giving
You're trying to
you
get
an
other people's
idea.
votes, yeah.
If you're looking for an idea,
Yeah.
I have one. It's Halloween. It's seasonally appropriate.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm changing the final category is usually chat vote, but we don't have a chat, so I'm gonna change it today to Ash vote. And then Ash gets to vote for one team.
Ooh.
Alright, but still vibes. Who wins vibes? I'm tired of going first and shaping everyone's perception, so someone else go first.
Puppies.
Yeah, puppies.
My dragons would be
Puppies?
like puppies.
Yeah, good.
Oh. I was like, there's no puppies team. I'm confused. What are we doing?
No, they're dragon puppies. I think the
Could you
dinosaur
imagine
vibes...
like a How to Train Your Dragon style movie, but with these 3 dragons?
That'd be cool. That'd be hella cool. I'd watch that. The dinosaur vibes, I will plug myself and say, pause, and say that it's not, it's pretty cool too. Like, I imagine them, like I said before, I imagine it's like one dinosaur, and it's just kind of it's got 3 health bars. It's like got three boss stages. And when one goes down, then you get the animatronic, and then the animatronic goes down, you get the skeleton. So I think that could be...
Oh, so these are just
pretty
like
cool.
all the same dinosaur.
It's the same stat block. They're just different. So one is a construct, and one is undead, and then one is the regular Allosaur.
It's just different flavors.
Yeah, yeah. It's just different ice cream flavors. But it's the same ice cream.
See, I like that idea. I just think I like the dragons more. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, fair.
The
crazy-
vibes of the dragons is pretty
Crazy
cool.
thing is, I also think the dragons win vibes. So, Alfred, who are you going to vote for?
As much as I hate it, it's why me hating it is a big reason of why
That's
I
why
have
it
to go
works.
with
Yeah.
haters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I started out so strong. I was so happy. I thought, damn, this is going to be so good. And now Alfred is going to sweep.
I like it. It's just
I'm not being serious, don't worry.
it's hard.
We've all picked really good things, I think. The fact that
I think you guys have
earned-
great teams.
The fact that you've earned like any points at all from your last minute team pick is
It's
pretty
shocking
impressive
every
in
time.
and of itself. Yeah. Okay,
Just because I'm here, I'm shocked that I get points every time.
Ash, we need a
Right.
vote from you. Just one vote. Overall, considering every angle, who do you think is your favorite team? Which team do you like the most? The dinosaurs? The Halloween ghost things? And Bride of Chucky? Or the dragon puppies?
Look like Bride of Fucky.
Yeah. Sure.
Slutty Halloween costumes, I'm just saying.
I hate it. Who gets the coveted Ash vote? Drum roll, please.
I'm gonna go with Dinosaurs.
Oh my god. Oh, a mercy point. Thank you. So good.
'Cause I think that'd be like a fucking like cool encounter, you know?
Wouldn't it
With
be a
this
cool-
big
yeah,
dinosaur
fucking
like
sick
you
boss
gotta
fight.
kill like 3 fucking ties?
Yeah. That'd be that's what I was thinking. Like 3 health bars. It'd be so
You gotta,
sick.
it just keeps just disintegrating slowly as you kill it, you know?
Yeah. Okay, good. I like it.
Okay,
Awesome.
pretty cool.
Thank you, Ash. That's great. So, our first, our Challenge Rating 2 draft has come to an end.
Oh, wait. We
Yes?
have a vote in the chat.
Oh my god. Tony Cruz. I vote Emerald Dragon Worm. Okay. Tony votes for, we'll get a vote in for the dragons. Sick. Alright, that works. We'll call this Ash/chat vote. Any other chat that wants to like vote for something? Yeah, feel free. Thanks, Tony. Appreciate that. Anyone else who wants to vote? Yeah, feel free. But I think in the absence of another vote, I'm going to start totaling it up. My category, Night at the Museum, starts with 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. A total of 8 points, which is not too shabby. The second the second team, the Crypt Kicker 5 from Monster Mash, Taters, Living Doll, Sea Hag, and Poltergeist, a total of 6 points. Which again, considering they were picking this like after the time limit had expired because they didn't pay enough attention to their challenge rating, is pretty impressive. And finally, with a delayed, probable clean sweep, and well-deserved because I really like this team, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 whopping points for Mr. Alpha himself. Yay!
Didn't even try.
Golf clap, golf clap, golf clap. Very,
Legitimately,
very good.
I almost made the same team as you before I effed up my challenge rating thing. I was like, look at all these beautiful gem wormlings.
Oh, they're pretty good, yeah.
Amethyst and topaz, and legitimately, I almost did the same
amethyst
thing.
one.
There's totally an amethyst
There's
one.
an amethyst one? Oh, cool. I was
There's totally an
wondering
amethyst one.
because I thought...
I have it on my
No, there's
page.
not.
There
What are you
isn't?
talking about? Yes, there is.
Wait, hold on.
What are you talking about?
Wait. I'm
There's
gonna
no way I
find it.
messed up. this
Don't
bad.
worry, I'll find
It's
it.
the first thing I wrote down.
Amethyst.
No. I refuse.
Nope, that's not here.
I refuse.
Hang on, let me
Show me
take away the
advanced
challenge ratings
rotation.
and then I'll search amethyst again.
No way.
The adult amethyst, the amethyst dragon wormling
No.
is challenge rating 4. Yeah,
I'm
No.
So sorry.
it's a lot more
So wait.
powerful. It's a lot more powerful than the other ones.
Right out of the gate, then it wasn't the right challenge rating, even though I set it the right challenge rating. I wonder how I did that.
Oh, because you put challenge rating 2 in the first category, but you
No, I
didn't
have
put it
it
in the
in
second
both.
one. Oh,
But
you had it
then
in both?
I
Oh, okay.
yeah, I had it in both, but then I closed it. But I
Interesting.
thought I picked Amethyst Wormling before that. Whatever.
Well, the Amethyst
fine.
Great Worm is challenge rating 26, which is fucking wild.
Holy.
Like, that's crazy. Oh my
That is a
god, the
multiplication.
artwork is
a multiple of 2.
the artwork is amazing. Yeah, this thing is crazy. Mass
I can't wait
telekinesis.
for challenge rating 4.
Jesus. Challenge rating 4. Why? Do you already have an idea for challenge rating 4?
Yeah, the amethyst dragon wormling.
You're just gonna have one thing in your team. It'll be fine.
I bet there's other dragon wormlings that are that are that level. You could just do
yeah.
wormlings and then move up to dragons. Just
Yeah.
do dragons for every single one.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that was.
Here's Alfred with another team of dragons.
That was a fun draft. Thank you, everyone. Nice and chill.
That was cool.
And I will leave you today
That was
with I'm going to give you one. I get a message, an SMS, every single day from a different number. And I will give you I will tell you the content of this message. It's been getting worse and more frequent, like as things go by. I will read it out to you. Just give me a second. This message says, 솔로 여자 간호사 23살 몸에 34D 6만 원이면 하루 데이트 가능해요. 제 개인 사진은 라인. And then it gives you a code. And I will translate this for you. It means single woman. I believe 간호사 is nurse. 23 years old. Size 34D. 60,001 for a day-long date. And my
Okay.
And my personal pictures like Line. It's like a Line code, and Line is like an app you can use in Korea for that kind of stuff. I get at least one message.
She's just trying to shoot her shot.
This is it's automated, my dude. It is very automated and botted to absolute hell.
What?
And it's
I've
like
never heard of bots before.
I get at least one message like that per day. At least one per day. That's it's very irritating because they use different numbers every time, so you can't block them because you'll still get a message the next day. Anyway,
So begs the question: what website did you put your phone number on?
well, everyone gets
Because
them as
we're
well. So
all
what are
eager to know.
What are you trying to say?
Listen, lots of
You
couple
should-
profiles together.
What I'm saying is you should pitch in and both pay for the date with the same one.
Yeah.
And see where it goes, you know? It could be a fun night.
I
You get a whole day. Do you know how many things you can do in a day?
I will leave it there. Thanks for the stream, everyone.
You could just make them join like a D&D campaign,
I've
Yeah.
appreciated
pay like
this
4
draft.
people to come play D&D
It's
with
gone
you.
really well, and I think we had some interesting drafts today. Some really cool
Interesting
teams.
discussion.
Yeah. All those as well. There's no need to rehash or anything like that. It's all good. I think we can just call it there and not talk again for a while. I don't know if. Let me see what I have today. I do want to give my voice a bit of a break, but I think I can hang slightly quietly.
Cool.
While you guys just talk about random stuff. I don't know. That'll be me. So I'll see you guys in a second. Thanks for joining me for the D&D draft pick. Can't wait for
Alright.
challenge rating 3. Goodbye.
Join the Discord.
Let me move them to hanging out. Everyone, no matter how you're engaging with this content, I haven't said that in a while, but I do mean it. I hope that you've enjoyed yourself. If you're on the VOD, if you're watching in the future, hi. And bye. If you've been here lurking in chat or active in chat, I do appreciate that you've been here. It is 23 minutes past 12. It's about lunchtime. And I'd like to thank you once again very much for tuning in for today. Stay tuned for in about 10 hours from now, we will be back again with some political discussions. We got a lot of cool things to talk about. The main theme, the main kind of topic of discussion, which will cover a lot of different stories right now, is countries cannot be good or bad guys. When it comes to countries and nation states, there are no good guys and bad guys. In fact, there's more of an argument to be made that they are all bad guys, pretty much. And we'll talk more about that as we go on. So stick around for the political stream in about 10 hours from now. For now, though, make sure you drink enough water, be kinder to yourself than you're currently being, and I'll see you in the next stream, where we do it all over again. Take care.